Now, unfortunately, we are coming into winter, which isn't the best thing because obviously we do like the sunshine, but it does mean that we can be a bit more experimental with our makeup because it's a new season, so new colours and new trends.
Absolutely. We're going to be looking mainly at sort of coffee colours, burnt oranges, browns,
Lovely.
those sort of things
Sort
today.
of leafy colours almost, exactly. Sort of simulating what's happening in the season.
Exactly, and they're brilliant colours because they suit absolutely everyone.
Okay.
Dark hair, dark skin, dark eyes looks amazing, and even if you've got paler skin or if you've got green eyes, blue eyes, these colours really, really suit anyone, because so they're fantastic.
I'd be quite apprehensive with fairer colouring. I can understand how it might suit the lovely sort of olive skin tones, but if you're much fairer, I would be quite apprehensive about using coffee colours, worried that I drain the skin tone, but actually it can work for everybody.
Absolutely, just make sure that you use a nice flush colour on the cheeks so you don't look washed out. Use colours that maybe are a little bit paler, so go for more peachy golden tones rather than
golden would look lovely. Yeah,
exactly. So that always looks
so is it
really,
just to
really
warm
beautiful.
everything up, because that's what the sort of look we tend to go for in the winter, isn't it? Sort of a warmer look.
Exactly. And the trends at the moment, it's very sort of 80s. If you look on the catwalks,
lots of shoulder pads are in at the moment,
aren't they?
Shoulder
pads, sequins, big hair. The perm apparently is coming back, which I think is pretty hilarious. So we're looking really at Chloe, who did a fantastic autumn winter range. Their makeup was quite similar to the sort of look we're going for today. So it's that sort of trend.
Fantastic. So it's on the catwalk, and we can also make it on the high street as well. So
exactly.
fantastic.
And it's something that you can adapt for your own look at home.
Brilliant.
So, I mean, kind of sticking in the 80s theme, I wanted to have a talk today about eyebrows, because they are so important for your look. They absolutely frame the face. And if your eyebrows are wrong, everything else can look wrong as well.
What were eyebrows like in the 80s? Were they quite bushy, or were they very, very overplucked?
Bushy.
Bushy,
Think Brooke Shields in
right,
the 80s.
Very, very, it was all power dressing, wasn't it, I suppose?
Exactly.
So,
and the big eyebrow was in, and it was all about that youthful look, that bushy brow. A lot of the catwalk shows, the makeup artists have actually been, filling in the eyebrows, so they are quite thick. So what I've done today for Trudy is I've used an angle brush. Which is one of these brushes which is cut into an angle. It's fantastic for using for your eyebrows because it can give that really nice tapered finish.
Would you recommend using powder over an eyebrow pencil then? Because that can be a little bit harsh, a bit heavy-handed.
Yeah, I tend to say if you're just filling in the brows and you're kind of filling in the gaps between the hairs, use a shadow, because they give a very, very soft, very natural finish. If your eyebrows are very sparse, and a lot of ladies who were in the 60s come to me, they've plucked their eyebrows away.
A lot of people I went to school with plucked their eyebrows away as well. So I'm sure they're all worried as well.
Exactly, and the eyebrows are one of those things, they don't grow back. Once you've overplucked, unfortunately, the hair won't grow back. So I think if you're going to be redrawing your brows, definitely use a pencil and use something that's quite hard and quite small. But if you're just filling them in like we've done today and you just want to give them a more defined shape, a more tapered shape, definitely use a shadow.
Well, it really does frame the face, because a lot of people, like we've said, apprehensive to make any more of a feature of their eyebrows. We like to keep them sort of as bare as possible, but actually filling them in can really just balance out all your features.
It out, looks amazing, and it will give you that lovely 80s look. So all I've done is I've just used a normal brown eyeshadow. You don't have to use a specific eyebrow product. I've used a lot of eyebrow shadows. They're not necessarily any better, so I've just used a normal brown eyeshadow.
So it's a good money-saving tip.
Exactly, because you can double up on products. I've used the angle brush, basically just filled the brows in, very, very gently, just come through the brows, tape them off at the edge, and then used a clear mascara just to set the brows and keep them in place. And that gives them that really nice, polished, more professional finish.
Because that's the thing, I often find my eyebrows might look lovely when I leave the house, but if I ever touch my face and then the hairs go upwards, and suddenly it just looks so distorted, so the gel will keep them nice and toned.
Exactly, there's always one unruly brow, isn't there, that doesn't want to play games. So just get the eyebrow gel, or clear mascara works just as well, and you can just basically gel them down. They look fantastic all day.
Fantastic.
So that's the first thing. And then the second thing we've come on to, if you just want to close your eyes, Trudy, really beautiful burnt oranges and purple colours. What I've done is I've just used this palette, which is from MAC. Now they sell these £12 for the empty case, and then £8 you can fill up.
So you can personalise it, you can sort of customise it. That's fantastic.
It's amazing. So it's really, really good. They do it in the MAC shops. So I basically filled this up with some really beautiful autumnal colours. I've used the coppery red just all over the shadow, and then I've used the burgundy just into the socket there. And what I'm going to do now is show you a little bit of contouring. So this is really important, because a lot of the 80s, it was all about the contour. So contouring with the eyes, what you want to do, some basic contouring, grab yourself a blending brush. If you can get one with a taper on the end, even better, because it actually fits into the socket. And then if you just grab, I'm going to grab the same colour that I just used on Trudy's eyebrows. So I've doubled up here. And then what you want to do is just follow the line of the socket, and you can just contour and just fill that one in. And what that's going to do is going to give you that lovely deep socket and a real 80s sort of finish to the eye as well.
Makes the eyes look massive. I mean, you've got massive eyes anyway, Trudy, beautiful anyway, but it does really just draw attention to the eyes, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And I'd be very apprehensive about using these sort of colours. I'd worry that I'd look like I've been in a boxing match with Frank Bruno or something. Yeah. But actually, you pull it off so well. It just really just sets the eyes. And if you've got green eyes, excuse me, it really... Goodness me, it's getting winter. It really gives a lovely contrast with the green, really brings out the green.
Especially because we were saying before, weren't we, Trudy? Trudy actually has sort of hazel eyes. So sometimes they can look brown, sometimes they look more green. Yeah. Anything that's plum toned on a green eye just makes the green sing.
It makes it pop, doesn't it?
Yeah, completely. Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. So what I've done as well is I've just used on the very inner rim, on the waterline, we call that, I've just used a white pencil, which again was quite an 80s thing that's come back. Don't draw big white massive lines under the eyes, that will look bad. But if you just put a little bit on the inside, especially if you're using these purple tones, it just gives a brightness, takes away any pinkness on the inside of the eye as well.
Fantastic
and just makes the eyes shine.
Yeah. And you can't see that at all. It's only now you've mentioned it and I'm so close that I can actually see that. But from a distance, that just looks completely natural.
It's really good. Okay, so now we've had a chat about eyes, we're just going to go through to cheeks. So very, very big thing this season is contouring the cheeks. So what this means is it means that you're shaping the face, and you can do this easily with bronzer.
So if you've not been blessed with cheekbones, you can actually cheat and look like you have been.
Exactly, just fake it. So what you want to do, you want to again grab a brush. Now I've got a blusher brush, but it has actually got a contour on it, so you can see that slight angle. This is fantastic because it fits into the hollow of the cheekbone. Brushes, I think, when you're buying brushes, they should do the work for you. They should make the job easier. Okay?
So that's really good because that will actually shape as it's meant to. Whereas if you're using a flat round brush, it's just going wherever, isn't it? And you get sort of stripes almost.
Exactly, and you don't want the stripe. Even though we're doing a homage to the 80s, we don't want the 80s stripe, okay? So the way not to get that really, if you just want to turn your face a little bit, hun. So we're just gonna, using a bronzer, all you need to do is just come underneath the cheekbone in there, and it's that hollow that you really want to put the contour in. Don't bring the shape too far down towards the mouth. You want to stop just about level with the sort of the nose, and actually bring it into the middle of the ear. So you want it to actually connect here. You don't want it to just sort of fade away.
And is blending key? Is it key to keep blending?
Yeah, exactly. Once you've got the shape in there, what you need to do is do more of a whisking motion. So you're actually going to blend it up, and then I want you to hook it into the temple. Now this is going to mean that you've got a nice C shape going on here. This is much more modern. It's moving away from the 80s stripe, and it gives a really beautiful glow to the skin, and it almost connects with the eyeshadow there, and that's something that Chloe did on the catwalk as well.
The face looks so chiselled now. Not that it didn't before, but it just really does sort of bring it all together, doesn't it?
I mean, if you're lacking in cheekbones, you can fake them. If you've already got cheekbones, wow.
You can make the most of them.
Exactly.
Fantastic. And the lip colour as well.
Okay, yeah, so the lip colour, very important with the kind of 80s look. We're not going for gloss, it's matte lips, okay?
Right, okay.
So ditch the gloss for now.
Oh goodness, I'm not going to be on trend. I'm addicted to my lip gloss.
So what we're going to go for, we've gone for a Bobbi Brown colour. This one's called Rich Cocoa, and it's really beautiful. Yeah, it's a lovely colour. This one's £16, and it's quite a deep brown, but what I've done is I'm just going to pop it on just with the fingertips.
That's what I was going to ask, because I know makeup artists generally say use the lip brush, but it can be quite inconvenient, particularly if you're running from the office or from straight out. You don't have time to get your lip brush out and your compact.
Exactly.
So is it okay, and is it on trend really to use it straight from the tube?
Yeah, exactly. I think it can be more modern, it's less structured, it's a little bit less formal.
Especially when you've got the structuring of the brows and the cheekbones. You don't want everything to be too put together, do you?
No, exactly. And we've got lots of sort of contour going on, so here we can be a little bit softer. And definitely keep them matte, keep you know, dab them on, do it quite lightly. Obviously always moisturise your lips underneath as well.
The chapped lips at winter aren't a good look, are they?
Exactly, and you know, it affects us all with the change of season as well.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Just one thing, obviously Trudy's stunning and very youthful.
Yes.
But a lot of people might be worried using such colours might be ageing, particularly sort of matte lips. What would you say to the viewers at home about that? Is there a way around that?
Yeah, well, instead of using gloss, you could use a lipstick that was glossy.
Right, okay, so you've not got that full-on shine.
Yeah.
But it's still that youthful sort of glow.
And it's still creamy and it feels nice and moisturising on the lips, so you can still go for that. I would say if you are more mature and you found that your lip line has diminished a little bit, then obviously use a nice cream liner first of all, and you can draw in the shape of your lips again if you need to.
Grip the colour in. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. That's brilliant. I mean, you look stunning. It's really inspired me to get the colours. And I love that little matte compact as well. That's a good gift idea as well. You can really tailor it. So thank you very much for that, Nancy. Thank you.